Outside of Marvel's most powerful sorcerers, DC's Zatanna is yet another character who is probably one of the most powerful sorcerers out there, and who we think is finally going to get a movie after so many speculations and rumors about the upcoming movie being canceled or delayed. The project, being said as dark and scary, could prove to be just what the character needs due to her complex nature. A character that will probably make the inevitable search for the perfect actress an even harder one. One of the leading magic users in the DC universe, Zatanna, may finally be getting her own standalone movie, which will mark her way to the big screen. However, this is not the first time rumors of the sort have popped up, but this time, around seeing how everything is going regarding the project, we think the time has come and that the upcoming movie is inevitable, especially after the hype from the fans towards the character. As the news began, writer Gail Simone seemed to confirm the news with a simple "yep" as part of a Twitter post, a post that was later removed for unknown reasons. One thing that needs to be taken into consideration is the juncture in which the DCEU finds itself right now, with so many projects yet to be released and so many more announced upcoming unofficially. The main project, though, we have to look at regarding Zatanna is the planned Justice League Dark series for the HBO Max streaming platform, a property in which Zatanna has been a key character, with a slight chance of the two possibly being connected somehow. But the lack of information makes things tricky. The entire Zatanna project is a mixed bag, so why are we even saying this? Well, around 3 months ago, other news started to spread that suggested that the Zatanna movie could potentially get canceled. At the time, no official actress was appointed for the role, which made the cancellation of the movie an even easier decision to be made, with the one actress very high up on the list being Emilia Clarke, one of the most famous contenders for the role at the time. We can only speculate the reasons behind the rumors, if they turn out to be just that. But one thing that comes to mind regarding the whole situation is the fact that not many people around the world are familiar with the name Zatanna, a mid-tier comic book character without a lot of penetration into pop culture as a whole, especially when compared to all the other characters that have been announced of coming to the big screen from the DC universe. Or, on the other hand, the possible cancellation of the movie might be a casualty of corporate restructuring, since the recent merger of Warner Bros. Parent company with Discovery Inc. to former Warner Media, which was also the reason behind many other launches that have been thrown into doubt of being canceled at any given moment. So it would not surprise us that a lesser-known character like Zatanna is not considered prime material for a solo movie, at least not at the moment. Whatever the case may be, there are surely a lot of things going on behind the scenes considering the character, meaning which actress will fill the role, but also the people working on the project and the company behind it all. And with that, we think it is time to turn our heads towards the more important thing we are certain you want to know: Zatanna, and a little bit later down the line of which actresses comprise the list of possible candidates for the role. That is, if the movie happens anytime soon. And without further ado, let's dive right in. The expansion of the DCEU, the arrival of more and more characters, is simply imminent, with all of them slowly but surely being introduced into the live-action side of things. And one of those characters is the fan-favorite Zatanna, who has been confirmed of getting her own movie. Then, as we said before, some rumors about the movie being canceled, etc. According to the latest news, the movie itself is currently being written by Emerald Fennell, who recently won awards for writing and directing 2020's Promising Young Woman. Speaking to Empire about the project, the writer said that the entire project feels like a very good opportunity to make something quite dark, something big and scary, with a lot of creative freedom being given to her, with her expressing the entire feeling as overwhelming and a chance any writer would take. Zatanna, on the other hand, is one of the most powerful sorcerers in the DC universe. She has a vast knowledge of magic and a whole arsenal of powers and abilities that not many other individuals possess. Her magical powers include control of the elements, weather manipulation, telekinesis, teleportation, telepathy, dimensional travel, antipathy, reality alteration, time manipulation, deflection, flight, mystical energy blast, force fields, healing, size alteration, phasing, objects transformation, and astral projection. Yeah, she is quite the character. And we almost forgot, she is an excellent combat fighter, The way that she cast her spells is by saying the words of her incantations backward, with it being her only weakness and the spells used against her. First introduced in 1964 in a Hawkman title, she was introduced as a daughter of magician Zatanna Zatara, who also cast spells by reciting the words backwards, with her mother later being discovered to be a member of the mystical species known as homo magi, a subrace of humans who naturally wield magic. And if this was not enough, Zatanna is a descendant of such famous figures as Leonardo da Vinci, Nostradamus, Nicholas Flamel, and King Arion of Atlantis. Zatanna followed in her father's footsteps and was a successful illusionist, after which she discovered her powers and used them to search for her father, who was later discovered to have been forced away from his daughter by another powerful sorceress, Allura. During her first adventures, she starts to work with Hawkman and Hawkgirl, as well as Atom, Green Lantern, and Elongated Man. And after assisting the Justice League of America on several missions, she is invited to join the team. In the new 52 reboot of DC continuity, Zatanna became the main character of the aforementioned Justice League Dark series, which saw her team up with the likes of John Constantine, Deadman, Madame Xanadu, Black Orchid, and even Frankenstein. Quite often, Zatanna throughout her history is seen working at Gotham City and has a complicated relationship with Batman. And despite her face being familiar in DC cartoons, she is far more underrepresented in live-action projects, with the character's only appearance being as part of the television series Smallville in a recurring role. The character has such a long history that the possibilities for a possible movie are seemingly endless, and with Fennel saying that a Zatanna movie would be dark and scary, it is quite possible that the project could be going into the darker aspects of Zatanna's powers, such as her ability to wipe memories. A possible movie could also dive deeper into the trauma and tragedy she suffers in her life on a daily basis, both as a hero and with her family. All in all, Zatanna has a lot of connections to the already existing DCEU characters, which should pave the way for her arrival in the live action, giving the character many options in terms of her becoming a standard heroic supporting cast. As for which actresses have been rumored to portray the role of Zatanna, the list includes the likes of Alexandra Daddario, with a lot of her fans craving to see her in the role, Ana de Armas, Naomi Scott, who should be a very good suit for the character, seeing how versatile the roles she has played in her career are. And last but not least, Isa Gonzalez, who many think is the perfect suit for the character, with many fans thinking that Zatanna could be the role she needs right now in order for her to finally be put in the lead role of a movie. On a related note, tell us down in the comments below, what are your thoughts about the character now that you have heard what we have to say about her, as well as her history in the comics? Do you think she fits the profile to have her own solo movie in the DCEU? Or maybe it is too early for her debut just yet, and if it was up to you, who would you like to see in the role of Zatanna? But also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon if you would like to see more videos like this in the future. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.